present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are.
We're back! Did you miss us?
We're Apache News.
In case you didn't know that.
We're a group of students and journalists
and videographers who report stories, cover sports,
Do live streams.
And so much more.
You can check it all out on our website.
But for now, just enjoy the show.
Harrison! You're literally the worst, and now look what you made me do. Don't you know a broken mirror is bad luck?
You know that's all lame superstition, right? So not true.
And it's Friday the 13th. What could possibly go wrong?
With that attitude, probably everything. Anyways, hope you all had an amazing summer, Apaches. I'm Harrison.
And I'm Eva, and
Welcome to Show 1.
Friday the 13th gives us a sense of the spooky season approaching, and what better way to spend it than at Pep Squad's annual haunted house on October 18 and 19. Pre-sale tickets are available now for $10 for general and $12 for VIP. Buy from any Pep Squad member until next Friday. Happy haunting!
Over the summer, tensions reached an all-time high between protesters and police. But as Hong Kong's most recent controversy comes to a close, the conflict still continues in record-breaking numbers. Here's Eva to tell us more.
As of June earlier this year, protesters in the millions have gathered and continued to pour into the streets of Hong Kong, sparking global attention. Reports of police using tear gas, rubber bullets, and extreme brutality plaster news reports, naming it as the biggest conflict since Tiananmen Square. So what could have inspired such a great controversy? In February of this year, Hong Kong's government proposed the Fugitive Offenders and Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters Legislation Amendment, or more widely known as Hong Kong's infamous extradition bill. It originated from a murder case in which a Hong Kong couple had traveled to Taiwan in February of last year.
Because the crime happened in Taiwan, there's nothing the Hong Kong government could do to prosecute the boyfriend for allegedly killing his girlfriend.
Hong Kong's chief executive, Carrie Lam, proposed this extradition bill in hopes of preventing Hong Kong from becoming a magnet or safe haven for fugitives. Under this bill, it allows legal authorities to detain and transfer suspected criminals to countries whom which they have an extradition agreement with, including Taiwan and mainland China, to be tried in court accordingly to their judicial system.
But what actually aroused concern was when pro-democracy lawmakers mentioned that if this bill were to pass, the Hong Kong government could send so-called prospective criminals or fugitives over to mainland China. And I think that's what you're seeing that's happening right now.
Even upon shelving it on June 15th and officially being withdrawn on September 4th, the people of Hong Kong are still not satisfied.
It's really about their future. The people are concerned and they want to have the promises that they were given met.
Join us next week as we continue to follow why this controversy goes far deeper than meets the eye. As for now, this has been Eva, and back to Harrison in the studio.
You can cross your fingers all you want, but the only way to achieve your best ACT score is by attending Link Crew's ACT practice test on Saturday, September 28th from 9 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Register with any Link Crew leader or with the link down below for only $20. Registration ends next Friday, so best of luck on those test scores.
At Arcadia High School, we're lucky to have organizations like Apache News, Powwow, and Yearbook to cover the many events that happen here on campus. But there's one special group of students that cover events all over Arcadia. Let's go to Aaron to tell us more.
The Digital Communication Internship, a newer program created in 2015, is an advanced communication and journalism team for students. These members in DCI help support the Arcadia Unified Communications and Public Information Office. Composed of about 20 interns, DCI help cover school events through videos, podcasts, news writing, and social media.
I think that the most important things that make DCI special for students are definitely the opportunities and connections that students can make and have throughout their time in DCI, which really helps students build their network and their connections with a lot of powerful people who can support them in whatever they want to do.
We try to give our interns as much experience and access to our knowledge and what we know, but also prepare them for the future and their professional lives.
DCI loves APN!
We love you too, DCI! If this internship is for you, the next application will be next semester. This is Aaron. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Aaron.
Oh my gosh, I literally can't. like all this bad luck that's been happening today, a black cat literally ran in front of my car this morning. I opened an umbrella and the studio lights fell, and she's the bad luck. She can't.
How many times do I have to tell you, knocking on wood and your head isn't going to do anything, and you definitely don't need to do it that many times.
Well, better safe than sorry, but like my head's really starting to hurt. I think we need to take a break.
One of the biggest fears I had coming into high school was grades.
Getting used to not knowing everyone.
Like failing all my classes, you know?
It's being in a new environment and not like knowing the people that I'm gonna be with in all my classes.
Like finding my way around the school.
Probably that the teachers would be really strict and the classes would be hard.
Not maintaining the best grades.
A bouquet of 4-leaf clovers may be lucky enough to get you a date. But if you don't turn in your guest contract, no luck in the world can help get them in. Make sure to submit all homecoming guest contracts found on the ASB website to the ASB office. The deadline is next Wednesday, September 18th by 3:15, so don't wait.
My broken mirror may bring me 7 years of bad luck, but your senior quotes will last forever. Make sure to submit your senior quotes by midnight on October 25th with the link down below or in your student email. Let's make it memorable, Apaches.
Throwing salt over your left shoulder might prevent bad luck, but throwing salt on a nice steak will give you that oh-so-tender meat. Let's whisk it on over to Kamal to introduce our new culinary arts teacher.
What started off as a plan to get closer to a girl became one of his life's greatest passions. Meet Mr. Matongter, the new culinary teacher here at AHS.
I talk about food and I teach you how to make it tasty.
Being 24 years old makes him one of the youngest teachers on campus. And guess what? He actually graduated from Arcadia as a member of the class of 2013. Before his teaching job at Arcadia, he was an exceptional competitive powerlifter.
At the end of the day, if you're not doing what you enjoy, then it's not really worth it in the end. And I take that to heart. He made me find sort of what I really love to do.
Drawing inspiration from his father, he became a professional food photographer, soon doing official work for giant companies such as Panda Express and Better Nutrition magazine.
If you guys haven't tried oat milk, it's really good. Those of you who are lactose intolerant, go ahead, give it a try.
Be sure to say hi to Mr. M if you see him in the hallways. This has been Kamal, and back to you guys in the studio.
Throwing a penny in the pool and making a wish won't get you any closer to passing your swim proficiency test. For anyone who has not yet taken it, next Thursday, September 19th at lunch is your chance. Bring your swimsuit, towel, ID card, and remember, just keep swimming.
Hey, did you know that some football players don't wash their jerseys before games for good luck?
Ew, that is so gross.
Yeah, but let's see how that luck has been playing out for our Apaches on Sports.
Yeah, Eva, I think that's pretty gross too. But hey, whatever works for a win. And we're all about winning here on Apache Sports. I feel so lucky to have sports back. Last year, our athletes accomplished so much, including 10 Pacific League titles and so many playoff appearances. Let's take a look at what football has been up to so far this year.
2 games are in the book for Arcadia, and even though they've suffered 2 rough losses, our hopes for these boys remains Apache strong.
Arcadia started off the season with a rough home loss against the Vikings with a final of 60-7. While they had a rough first half down by 8 touchdowns, they didn't allow another score for the last 24 minutes of the game, and the Apache Isaiah Lopez was able to put up his own touchdown. In week 2, the Apaches had another rough game, losing by a final score of 56-6. Though they've lost by marginal scores in both contests, they go up against a less formidable opponent in the Whittier Cardinals, who have also struggled thus far. There are still many games to go and many winnable games for a team that is only getting better.
The team camaraderie is a lot better this year. It's a pretty close-knit group of dudes, and there's a group of 7 or 8 of us that have been playing since our freshman year, so on top of that, we're pretty tight as it is.
Good luck tonight, boys, and if you can't make it to the game, tune into our live stream at 7 o'clock tonight against Whittier.
Thanks, Ian. We've added a few new players to our sports crew roster, and we are ready for sports this year. We're all going to compete to make sure there are no Apaches down.
Well, you did it, Eva. You made it through the whole show in one piece. I told you you were being superstitious for nothing.
Yeah, I guess, but you never know what could happen, especially with my chances. But if any of you Apaches are feeling a little lucky, comment our outro song to be featured in our next show and follow us on all our social media listed down below.
Make sure to check us out again every Wednesday and Friday during 4th period for all the latest news. Finally, don't forget tonight's football live stream, which begins at 7 p.m. This has been Harrison.
And this has been Eva. And
we'll
see you next time, Apaches.